In life, we try to remain honest, work hard, and live by our values. Yet sometimes, a single moment of greed or one careless thought can change everything. Have you ever considered how one decision can open the door to success or shut it forever? Today's story is one you should listen to closely because every moment shows how failing to control our thoughts can lead even an honest person to make the wrong choice. Many years ago, a young man named Jake lived in a small town, struggling through a life filled with hardship and sadness. Each day he searched for work, earned a small amount of money, returned home, prepared a simple meal, and went to sleep. One evening, after spending the entire day looking for a job without success, Jake was walking home feeling discouraged when he suddenly heard a voice behind him asking for help carrying something. He turned around and saw an elderly man standing with 3 large, heavy duffel bags. Jake offered his help, and the old man explained that he needed to travel to the next village, which was quite far. He said he could carry 2 of the bags himself, but needed help with the third, offering 3 gold coins in return. Jake agreed, but as soon as he lifted the bag, he was surprised by its weight and exclaimed, "How heavy it felt!" The old man calmly replied that it was filled with bronze coins. Despite the weight, Jake placed the bag on his shoulder and began walking alongside the old man. As they continued, Jake noticed the old man frequently glancing at him and thought that perhaps he feared Jake might run away with the bag. However, Jake reassured himself that he was an honest man who would never betray someone, believing strongly in earning his living through hard work and integrity. As they continued on their way, they soon reached the bank of a river. Without hesitation, Jake stepped into the water and began crossing, while the old man remained on the other side, that his age made it too dangerous for him to cross the river while carrying 2 heavy bags, as he could easily drown. He asked Jake to carry 1 more bag for him, promising 3 additional gold coins in return. Jake agreed, but as he reached for the bag, the old man stopped him and asked for a promise that he would not run away. Jake questioned why he would do such a thing, but the old man replied that trust was rare these days and revealed that the bag contained silver coins. Feeling slightly annoyed, Jake asked if he looked like a thief and insisted that he did not cheat people for money. Taking the bag, he crossed the river, proving that even the temptation of silver could not shake his values. Afterward, they came to a hill, and Jake began climbing slowly while the old man stayed behind. When Jake urged him to come along, the old man said he was too old to climb while carrying a bag. Jake offered to take it, but the old man hesitated and warned that this final bag contained gold coins, fearing Jake might run away. Now, clearly frustrated, Jake repeated that he was an honest man and explained that he had once worked for a small loan company managing records, but had quit when he was asked to lie about a client's loan. The old man still seemed uncertain, but at last he said that he did not know whether Jake was telling the truth or not, and handed him the bag, asking him to go ahead and wait on the other side of the hill while he followed slowly. Jake lifted the bag and walked on, leaving the old man behind, and as he continued, tempting thoughts began to fill his mind. He wondered that if he ran away with all 3 bags, the old man would never be able to catch him, and he would be rich for the rest of his life. Another thought followed, telling him that the man was old and likely had little time left, so what use would all that money be to him, while Jake himself was young and could use it to become wealthy, marry a beautiful woman, and live a life of luxury. Overcome by temptation, Jake broke into a run with all 3 bags and, finally, reached his home. When he opened the bags, he was stunned to find no gold or silver inside, only small stones. Confused and upset, he wondered why the old man had lied and what the purpose of all this had been. At that moment, he noticed a note inside one of the bags, picked it up, and read that the old man was actually the king of the land, growing old with no family or heir, and had been searching for an honest person to adopt as his son and future ruler, explaining that if Jake had not run away, he would have been chosen. As Jake read those words, his heart filled with deep regret. He had lived an honest life and never intended to deceive anyone. Yet a single moment of greed changed everything. If he had controlled his thoughts for just a little longer, he could have become the heir to the throne. But one brief weakness cost him the greatest opportunity of his life. This story shows how powerful our thoughts truly are. Jake was genuinely honest, yet one greedy idea pushed him to act against his own values. It began with a simple thought, that the old man could not catch him if he ran away. But it did not stop there. That thought grew into dreams of wealth, luxury, and an easy life, leading him down the wrong path. There is a saying that even our worst enemy cannot harm us as much as our own negative thoughts. Every action begins with a thought. Thoughts turn into words. Words become actions. Actions form habits, and habits shape our future. If we want to avoid negative outcomes, we must guard our minds carefully. Honest and positive thoughts lead us toward a better and more meaningful life. Our thoughts are like seeds that eventually grow into our future, so we should plant seeds of peace, positivity, and honesty. If you feel this story should reach more people, please like and share the video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. I'll return with another lesson soon. Until then, stay patient, be grateful, and keep moving forward in life.